4th round pick? Oh my god, a 4th round pick did it for Bergevin. PK Subban for a first from Boston next year. Trade is going to be accepted from the New Jersey Devils. Cahoon, Pitlick, and a 3rd for Anthony Mantha. Yes! Anthony Mantha is a New Jersey Devil. Trade has been accepted on behalf of the Colorado Avalanche. We consider it a done deal. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 21 franchise mode here in Newark, New Jersey. In the previous episode, holy cow, where the hell do I start with the Devils? You, my assistant general managers, helped me during a fantastic 1.5 hour live stream here on this YouTube channel. I plan on doing that more, but for right now, I thought I'd just go into the draft by myself. You guys definitely set me on a path, and all the moves that we made give us a brighter future than what we had before. And you know, all in all, this team probably was going to lock up a playoff spot before we made some major moves. Let's quickly say who we traded. Nikita Gusev, gone. Kyle Palmieri, I'm done. That's the last time I'll ever say his name. And I don't care if I said it wrong. I don't care if I see one comment in the comment section saying that. You can say if I say Johansson wrong. Or Janssen. Whatever. I don't care. Kovalchuk. I don't care. Correct me then. But if I hear one more comment about Palmieri, I'm going to snap. I'm going to quit YouTube and I'm going to move to Germany. That's it. We traded away Dominic Cahoon or Kahn or whatever. We made some massive trades. For the defense side, we traded away Ryan Murray, last-minute trade deadline deal with the Philadelphia Flyers to get a 2nd-round pick, I believe, next year, or this year, might be. We traded away PK Subban. We made some massive deals. Corey Crawford. But what we got back, I think, was substantial. If you look in the AHL right now, the big-time prospect is Cole Caufield from the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal actually did not qualify for the playoffs. The Colorado Avalanche did, and I'm happy about that. I hope they go on to win the Stanley Cup. He was having a great year. He is still having a great year, and I'm excited for him to come up. A thing that I noticed is that he has the same player preferences: carry, cycle, efficient, and don't block. He has the same player preferences as his old USA developmental buddy in Jack Hughes. And I am absolutely in love with that. So obviously I've spent a few hours looking into coaching. I wasn't a big person, or I don't know what the word to even use for that is. I wasn't interested in dealing too much micromanaging with coaches in NHL 20. This year, I'm going to spend a little bit more time on it. I'm going to be more diligent. We have a few guys coming up next year. All 3 guys on this first line could be in the NHL next year. For defensively, Bowen, Byram from the Colorado Avalanche. And then you might be asking yourself, well, Owen, how did you get an 83 overall defenseman from Colorado? Well, first, he was 77 overall when we got him. He jumped up 6 overall in like 2 months of play, and I don't understand why. Morally, it couldn't be morally. It can't. He has 2 morale bumps from the last 2 months. I am incredibly impressed. To end that episode, finding that out, that is huge. He's going to be a top 4 defenseman for us next year. He's going to be a top 2 defenseman in the next year and a half. We traded Corey Crawford, Nikita Gusev, I believe a 2nd-round pick to acquire him. And honestly, I think it's worth it. Ty Smith is going to be great. We have a lot of young kids down here in the AHL, in our farm system playing in Europe and in the CHL, ready to come up. But today is the day. It is draft day. We were the second best team to miss out on the playoffs, projected to go around 15th, 16th, 17th. Maybe we jump up into the top 3. I'm not sure. But the good news is that even at number 15 or 16 or 17, anywhere around those middle picks, we are guaranteed a damn good prospect. Personally, if we don't move at all, I would love to trade up. I like Wilmer, I like Lucius, I like Aguchi. I'm really not sure what I'm looking for in particular this year. Obviously, I'd love to luck out for a top 3 pick. Stefan Samuelsson is a computer-generated guy. I am okay with whatever prospect because we'll make them fit in either way. Right? Luke Hughes, I would love to reunite the brothers. That would be quite awesome. There is a goalie at number 19 in Jasper Walstad, who is touted as the best goaltender for the upcoming NHL draft. I'm not gonna lie, his potential is almost worth it to trade down or just pick him at number 15. Dylan Gunthier, we got a lot of players to choose from. Obviously, there's a bug in year 1, and apparently EA says they're gonna fix that. Whoop-de-doo, I doubt they will. It doesn't have any scouting done, which sucks. Year 2, that does change, which is good because it gets a little wonkier in the next couple of years for drafts because I have no idea who's good and who is not. So we're really just going to have to pick with our gut here in round 1. I know the majority of what every player is. I'm just happy that this year that we don't have a plethora of picks. Now, the scouts did draft a bunch of lower level prospects, which we still don't know too much about. I'm going to go ahead and pick a few goalies because why the hell not? Now, we could literally pick anything at the draft and it would make sense. The only thing I really don't want to go out and pick is a centerman. So, the top center in this draft is Samuelsson. Then you got Kent Johnson. You got Beniers. There's a lot of guys. Joshua Waugh, who I kind of want, honestly. There's a lot of centers. This is a center-heavy draft. We're looking for a winger or a defenseman, specifically a right-handed defenseman or a lefty. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Personally, I want to go out and get Luke Hughes. If we luck into a top 3 pick, then Bob's your uncle. We obviously have the AHL playoffs to go through, and we will do that in a hot second. But before we get even close to the draft, there's a few contracts I want to send a few players' ways. Now, obviously, there's a glitch in year 1, new game, new glitch, that if it was an unsigned prospect at a certain age, they were given a 1-year contract, such as Cole Caufield, who is currently asking for 1 year at $3 million, who I just am not willing to give that up this very second. Especially not 1 year. He has not played a single NHL game, so I don't know why the game has reverted itself back to that thing where he has just not played any NHL action. None. He's going to be worth that money, but I would like to hold off for that. So we're kind of handicapped in that area. I'm not mad about it. I am sort of mad because we should have at least another year with Cole or 2 at an entry-level deal, but I'm hoping that that ask goes down in the near future. We have Kukkonen, who there's a few guys I just want to sign right now to some deals. He's not worth that. How do they think they're worth that money if they have not played a single season in the NHL? Kukkonen has played not even a dozen NHL games. Or maybe actually just a dozen. Which is, I think, incredibly dumb. You got Merkley, who I'm actually willing to give a contract right now. How much does he want? 2 years at 1.4? What do you do, 8? 8 years? We're going to lock him down. We're going to lock Nick Merkley down right now, baby. Okay. It might be shenaniganeries, but if he goes to any other NHL team, is he really going to make much more money? Is he really going to make much more money? He's going to be very secure for a very long time. 1.575 times 0.85. I'll just give him 1.4 for 8 years. honestly, that's a great contract for him. Zajac, we don't need to worry about. 2 depth defensemen right here in Connor Carrick. 1 year. 8 years for Connor Carrick? Yeah, give me that. I don't care if that's cheesing the system. If they want to sign that deal, and I'll just give it to them. Labushkin, I'll just give maybe just a year for him. That's okay. Especially since we are a wonky team at this point in time. We definitely have some things to work out. We also have Muka Hamadulin for some reason, even though he was just drafted last year. I find it insane. I'll give him the 1 year entry level deal. It's so dumb. This game is incredibly difficult, so it definitely changes our plans a little bit. Our time frame changes just a tad. Good news is we have so much money, so much money. So I'm expecting those guys to sign that deal, but first we want to sim the AHL playoffs, and our boys have made it. Connor Carrick is going to sign that 8-year deal. Muka Hamadulin is going to re-sign. Labushkin is also going to sign. Nick Merkley is also going to re-sign for 8 years with the New Jersey Devils. He was a guy that I was looking at to actually finally step up into that NHL role, and he had a great year. Not the craziest season, but he grew in overall, and he's 23 at 80 overall. He can definitely turn into something productive for us. So we're going to quick sim the AHL playoffs. Maybe they win something, maybe they don't. As long as they get some experience in there. You got the Laval Rockets, the Montreal Canadiens, actually. Cole Caufield going back to his former team, and they're going to sweep the first round in 3 games. Actually, quite easy. Then we got the Toronto Marlies. Best of 7. Let's see what the boys can do. If they can bring home a championship in year 1, which is, nope, they're going to get swept. And they get swept in round number 2. That was kind of disappointing. But it's the AHL. I'm not too mad about it either which way. Cole Caufield had a great performance. I'm not too mad either way. You got the conference finals on right now. Washington and Boston. Winnipeg, San Jose. So the Colorado Avalanche got knocked out quite early, and that sucks. We also have Boston's first round pick next year, so maybe they falter. Maybe they just explode in the next year and a half, and I would very much appreciate that. So we're going to sim to the draft. It is time. So obviously you have the draft class. We don't know too much about anything. First round, I think I know who to go for here or there. Obviously, I'm assuming these computer-generated guys in the top 5 are medium elite. I have a few guys that I'm looking at currently. Personally, I want to get a Luke Hughes. Reunite him with his older brother. That would be nice. The Winnipeg Jets have officially done it. Their franchise's first Stanley Cup. I'm gonna stop the sim. Stop simming. Jeez, when I press circle, stop simming. Thank you. It's not that difficult, EA, please. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the awards. So first, we're gonna check the playoff tree in the West. Winnipeg, Game 7 against Dallas. 6 games against Vegas, 6 games against San Jose, and 6 against Boston. So yet again, the Bruins make it to yet another finals, and they come up short. Colorado actually went out in the first round. Ooh, and that's probably where we would have been as well. Because if you look in the East, it wasn't very easy. It's never going to be easy. The East is such a powerhouse in this game. Let's check the awards for year number 1. The Winnipeg Jets, congratulations on the Stanley Cup. It stays in the West for yet another year. The President's Trophy, the Carolina Hurricanes, the Winnipeg Jets, and the Boston Bruins. 2 years out of the last 5. Jack Eichel going to take home his first career. Art Ross. Hart Memorial goes to Sebastian Aho. The young kids picking up some awards. I very much like that. James Norris, Victor Hedman, easy peasy. Lady Bing goes to Nathan McKinnon for the 2nd straight year. Calder goes to Alexi Lafreniere. It was a toss-up between him and Kirill Kaprizov. I think either one was a good choice. Patrick Laine, who is a restricted free agent this year. Maybe he somehow leaves Winnipeg. Maybe. Conn Smythe goes to Patty Laine. Vezina? What? Excuse? James Reimer just won the... I gotta check that real quick. I'll check that in a few minutes. Noah Hannafin wins the Bill Natcherton. Jack Adams goes to Arizona's coach. Anze Kopitar wins the Frank J. Selke. Ted Lindsay goes to Sebastian Aho. Maurice Richard goes to Austin Matthews and Ovechkin. James Reimer was not on my radar. It 150% should have been Tuukka Rask. Oh my god, this game. Oh my god, they had it down pat last year. They had it down pat. They had to fix a lot of things and they go and do this. Okay, goalies. Where was James Reimer? James Reimer wasn't even in the top 10 goalies for wins. How many wins did this dude have? Oh my god, this game is broken. This game is he had 19 wins. That's not a Vezina. He played 30 games. Yes, he played incredible out of his mind. But you're telling me that season extended if he played 30 more games? That's better than Tuukka Rask? Or Connor... This game is broken. This game is broken. Oh, that's insane. That is insane. How the hell did James Reimer win a James Reimer has won a Vezina trophy. What? How the hell does that even happen? Okay, so goalies broken in this game. Obvious, of course. Yep. Every other award made sense. Victor Hedman, Sebastian Aho, Jack Eichel, that sort of thing. So, it's time for the draft, but to make it more interesting, I'm going to close my eyes when we get to the draft lottery. I should put like a black square or something, an image over the draft lottery to make it a surprise for you, because year 1, year 2, it is year 2. Year 2 is when you want to tank, because you got a guy like Matthew Savoie, ooh, Shane Wright, ooh, okay. It is time for the draft lottery. We should be around 16, 15. Okay, I think that's it. Anaheim Ducks, are we going to move up? Oh, no! The New Jersey Devils stay at 14. And the Montreal Canadiens move from 11th to 1st. Tampa Bay got the 3rd overall pick? What? What? Okay. So Tampa Bay is going to get like a centerman or Brant Clark if they really feel like it. So at 14, what are we going to get at 14? Wilmer, not bad. Lucius, Afinogenov. We got a lot of options here. I'm really leaning toward Jasper Walstad. I doubt as a goalie he'll be picked anywhere above where he's supposed to go. He might even get picked later than that, especially with how deep the first round is. I'm not mad about not moving up. I am not mad. I wish I could have, but maybe we did help the Montreal Canadiens. They're going to get Aatu Raty guaranteed. With us making that trade, it changes the way the universe works. And they win the 1st overall pick, because if they didn't get the same amount of points that they did, they would not have won the 1st overall pick, finishing 11th last, right? This game's freaky. This game is so weird. View retired players. Kovalchuk, is he calling it quits? He is not going to. He signed the 1-year deal with us. Henrik Zetterberg, obviously already retired. 40 points shy of 1,000. What a beauty. Derek Waugh. Brent Seabrook retires, saving Chicago a lot of heartache. Heartache in the cap sense. What a beauty. Matt Molson, also saving... No, actually, he wasn't on that weird contract. Andy Green, former longtime captain of the New Jersey Devils, calls it quits. Steve Bernier. There's a Tom Gilbert, Montreal Canadiens legend. Eric Condra. There's some names here that I haven't heard in a long time that were just chilling on the free agent list. How about goalies? No goalies in year one. Call it quits. So scouts, all that. Obviously, coaches is a thing that I want to pay attention here in the off season. I'm pretty sure this episode we're just going to do the draft. We're going to get through the re-sign phase, and then I'll show you the free agent list because I want to hear what you guys have to say. So, draft interviews. Are they even going to work? They won't work in year. Their draft. I know it's a new franchise mode, and it's a new game. Maybe it changes something, but I know the majority of year one, year two, year three, and so on and so forth is when we can start to dive deep into these interviews and such. But round one is relatively easy. We got to make the smart pick here. We got to do what is right. Montreal and Tampa Bay both have those picks up for trade. So, at pick number 14, are there any trades that I wanted to make? Now, I have two players here that I would like to move on for before we get to the re-sign phase. Bowman Byram is... Oh, Nico Hischie's at an 89. Okay, we are moving along. We are definitely moving along here. Anthony Mantha was locked up to a $6.6 million deal for 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. Go back and watch the last episode. We got a bunch done. Oh, yes. Andreas Janssen, former Calder AHL MVP of the playoffs for the Toronto Marlies not too long ago. He was great for them. He's not a bad player. He is a good player, but if we're looking at our roster, if you look at just right wingers, we got Holtz, Mantha, Caufield. Mantha's probably going to play left wing. Left wing, we have no room. Next year, we don't have a whole lot of room going forward, and this trade value is the highest it's going to be for a very long time. So is there anything out there that teams are willing to give up for a guy like that? Mark Giordano? No friggin' thank you. Not looking like anything special. Brook isn't bad. Seconds aren't really what I'm looking for necessarily. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to check around the block ourselves. Wait, there was one more player I wanted to try. There was one more player that I wanted to try who we picked up in the Cole Caufield trade. Paul Byron, more of a cap dump thing. If we can just dump him off right now as it currently stands. Walker, jeez Louise, no thank you. I'll take picks next year from the Buffalo and Vegas. Sure. Paul Byron, enjoy the Vegas Golden Knights. A speedy bastard. You're going to love him there. Okay, so Montreal is about to make their selection. We're going to go ahead, make that pick. Turati, 79 overall, high elite two-way forward. He is going to love or hate Montreal. It really depends. So, spending the next 2 minutes, maybe Florida makes a bad decision and they pick, not even a bad decision, they pick the centerman. If by that chance, if by the grace of God that they don't pick Brant Clark, we might snag a pick from the Tampa Bay Lightning. If not, I really don't want to move up. This isn't really the year to move up since everything is really spread out well. So we're going to do our due diligence here, see if there is anything interesting on the block. Mark Giordano, a bunch of losers there. I mean, I don't blame them for trying to get the cap off, but you're really trying to trade your captain? Bad idea there. Oh, the dumpster fire Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, they have $28 million in cap. Okay. Yikes. That is a lot. They could be big spenders this offseason. Keith Yandel's on the block? Minnesota's got a lot. Mayhew. How many... Mayhew is a Minnesota Wild legend for... I know he only played for us for one season, but if you look at this dude, his shooting stats, I'm going to come back to Mayhew. If he does not sign in Minnesota, we are for sure going to try to snag him away. He was a stud in the AHL. He was so good. I really like him. So, only a minute left. Holy moly. Montreal, you're still trying to give up your top prospects. You should not be giving up your D-men ever. Norlinder, I would love. He's kind of at that age where I'm like, I'm not sure if he's going to progress into an NHL defenseman right away. And with our D-core right now, we're only really looking for depth defensemen and top-tier prospects. Romanov would be sick, but we already stole one prospect from them this year, and they probably don't want to do business with us again. How the hell is Eberle's trade value that high? How in the blue hell does that make any sense at all? How? Ooh, wait. Evander Kane. Is he a sniper? Ooh, you know what? Evander Kane. And we got Anthony Mantha, obviously. But he's a left winger, pure left winger. Him. Okay. I'm going to let Florida pick here. I'm not sure what they're going to pick, but I have to grab a pen. I will come back to Evander Kane. The Florida Panthers are going to select Brandt Clark. So the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to get lucky and pick another elite centerman. So I'm going to write down San Jose. Because that is a guy we could definitely come back to play alongside Cole Caufield and Jack Hughes. That's a power forward, because I want power forwards to help my snipers and playmakers. So pick number 14 is what we're really working with. What team did I leave off of? I left off of I want to say the San Jose Sharks. Evander Kane. Realistically, if we want to do that trade, it is going to take a pretty penny. I'm really not interested to giving our first round pickup. But we can definitely maybe come back to that. It is not the worst contract in the world. If we give them enough trade value, they might even retain a tad on that. So nothing from these teams here. Cole Perfetti. How did they leave Cole Perfetti on the block? I mean, we don't need a centerman. We might need a third-line centerman, but we can go out and pick that up if need be. Well, I'm not even sure if this team's going to be competitive this year. So it looks like there's not a whole lot. There might be something interesting in free agency. Evander Kane might be a guy to hold off for until free agency, but if we're going to get a guy like this, we're going to have to give up something. So Nolan Foote, right? I'm not doing this trade right now if it doesn't make sense. So what is his... I'm not sure if he'd work with what I'm looking for. But he would be sick. He would be really nice. How many goals? He scored 40 goals last year. And he can shoot the puck. He can hit. He can do all that. Former Atlanta Thrasher. So Nolan Foote, he isn't going to make the league for a very long time at 20 years of age. We could give them... I'm not really sure. We could give them... Depending what pick we make, we could give them our second. We could give them the New York Islanders' second, right? But that trade might go through as is. Am I willing to pay $7 million for a 29-year-old? That isn't really what I'm feeling this very moment. But maybe come free agency after we see what is on the block, what's chilling out there, then maybe we go for something like Evander Kane. Tampa Bay. Oh my God, Tampa Bay, you lucky bastards. Oh, the East only gets better. The top 3 picks are in the Atlantic Division. Oh my God. Wow. So picks 13 and 10, 9, they're up for grabs. So are we planning on moving down a tad, moving up? Luke Hughes at 6. Pick number 6. Yeah, nobody here's willing to move. And it would take mountains and moving the earth itself to get pick 6 from Detroit. or pick 5 or pick 7 or pick 8, even if he falls that back, even if he falls that far back. If he falls back 9, then maybe we will for sure go back and get him. But we can't. We really can't move as many assets as what would feel comfortable, right? Now, there's a few picks here or there. We got another sniper in Fabian Lysell. I know he's a sniper for sure. Matthew Beniers isn't bad, but he's a center. Brennan Othenman isn't bad. Joshua Waugh isn't bad. Simone Edvinson. Are we looking for a forward, or would you maybe we go with the goalie? And guys, this is a goalie you don't want to miss out on. This is a goalie you very much do not want to miss out on. All these guys right here are phenomenal prospects. They're all great. But this goalie only comes along once in a while. Very similar to Askarov. Personally, I think he is better, and I rated him better. He is our Martin Brodeur, and especially with Mackenzie Blackwood in the trial stages on this team, Jasper Walstad might be the guy to go for. It's a pick you can't mess up. So we're going to slowly simulate Nakamura. Oh, God. Oh, my God. There's some holy crap. I think our draft is only on medium potential prospects or whatever that's called. Like the computer generated prospects is only on medium setting. Luke Hughes goes to Detroit. I am upset. Minnesota is going to select Ken Johnson. This is a deep draft, so I wasn't too mad about being so damn good this year. Nashville is going to pick Lysell. Philadelphia, okay, pick number, 9? We got to be diligent here. Matthew Beniers, not interested really. Brennan Othenman, not bad. If I'm going to move up for anybody, really, it's going to be the D-man. But I'm also not super high on him. I want to say he's a high top 4. Matthew Beniers. Vancouver is going to select Brennan Othenman. So maybe, I'm not sure if he's going to fall back. Joshua Waugh, another elite prospect there. Calgary, yeah, Edvinson goes to the Calgary Flames. That's a prospect that we can get in other years. It doesn't really upset me. Now, Columbus. I swear to God, if they go and select Walstad, which I will be very upset with, but I don't see the point in us even moving up. I don't. So, Columbus, please just select someone else. Columbus, don't screw us. Ado Oguchi to the Columbus Blue Jackets. And with pick 14, do we move back? Do we try to gamble here, or do we just pick? Because I'm a gambling man, if you guys can tell. I'm a gambling man, for sure. You have Vegas here, who's the next team that's willing to give up their pick, and I'm sure they'd like our pick back, right? They technically wouldn't. And you know what? We're not even gonna play around. He has fallen to us. Yes, way too many picks before. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 picks before where he's supposed to go. But this goalie is someone that you don't want to miss out on. I like all these other players. We have pick number 52, if I'm not mistaken. We can go out and get a forward or something like that. Next year is when we really want to get a top pick for a guy like Shane Wright. GM Thumbs comes to the podium because COVID is no longer a thing, because GM Thumbs eradicated it from the planet because he's built different. GM Thumbs walks to the table, brings up the jersey. He's a one-man team. With the 14th overall selection in the 2021 NHL entry draft, the New Jersey Devils are proud to select Jasper Walstad, a 66 overall franchise goalie. At 18 years of age, he is the prototype goalie we have been looking for. It's the only franchise player of the draft, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, he's not the highest overall, but he is exactly what we needed. Now, our next pick is at 51. Now, I'm going to look here in the first round, and maybe we move up. Maybe, because I'm not sure if I had anything in mind around pick number 52. 52. We could get a guy like Tikkanen, Stankoven, Daddy Nov. Or we move up for a late first-round pick for a guy like Carson Lambos, who is, I'm pretty sure, medium elite. Lower overall, but that's another elite defenseman to add. He can play left or right, which is important, okay? Pick number 29. Pick number 29. Washington's willing to give it up. I would be more comfortable going ahead and getting Carolina's pick, a few ahead. I'm hoping Carson is not picked. So we're going to go ahead, give up our second round pick, because I'm really not high on any other prospect here in year one. We're just kind of, with our last 3 picks, just shoot Hail Marys, probably go with a couple of goalies, because it's hard to miss on goalies. So we're going to give you that. Would you like a goalie? You want Mackenzie Blackwood? No, thank you. Rookies, skaters. I'm not sure what to give up here. Maybe him. Maybe that would work. That might even go through on its own. I'm actually not sure they even want any of that. No, we're going to have to give up a player they actually want. Skaters matching the block. Who? Oh, they really don't want a lot. Okay. So, we might just need to trade with the Washington Capitals. Carolina. Yeah, you know what? Carson Lambos I have seen in simulation drop out of the first round, especially with how deep it is. So Washington, would you like... You're going to take our second, okay? Do you want a goalie or something? Would you like a goalie? Nope. Okay, skaters matching the block. Okay, there's a few more here. Pavel Zacha does not really fit into our future. You get $2.25 million off the book. He's not really fitting into my plan. That's a guy you can pick up whenever. He kind of fits what Washington really wants. Younger kid, they can shape him to what they really want. The Anaheim's about to pick. Okay, hold on 2 seconds. Let me let them select. They're going to select Wilmer. Wilmer might have been a good player, but on the other hand, right, we have Nico Hischier, Jack Hughes, Boquist, Kukkonen, right? It wouldn't make any sense to go for a guy like that, right? Not Carolina. Not Carolina. Not Carolina. No. I almost said Sweet Home Alabama. Different states. Different states, sweetie. I am not the best at geography, but I'm not paid to be good at geography. Okay, so you're going... I'm not even sure if Pavel Zacha will get it through. We're definitely running lower on assets, but it's okay because we're going to draft well the next couple of years, and we're going to be in a good position. But Pavel Zacha is a guy we don't need. Pavel Zacha is not a guy we need. The second and Pavel Zacha might... that... For Washington, they're not going to get anything like special that helps them immediately. A 79 overall forward who's locked down for 2 years can definitely help them out. Trade rejected. Okay, it might take just a tad more. Now, I am okay giving up this kid right here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Don't ask me to. Is the trade going to go through? The Washington Capitals have accepted the deal. Now we're only spending $46 million. So going... Wow, we have a lot of money. We have a lot of money. So, let's sim up to pick number 29. Carson, please don't go. Carson, damn it, San Jose, you bastards! Oh, he says he's gonna go with 29. He's gonna go 29. Oh, wow, Finnegan off. Was he a computer-generated guy? Wow, we might have missed out right there. Oh, I'm mad. Oh, god damn it. Are you kidding me, San Jose? Oh, I swear to God. We gave up a pretty penny for that. We gave up a pretty penny for Carson Lambos, and now we don't have him. Luke Middlestat. Chayka, I'm not a huge fan of. Nordgren, I'm not a huge fan of. And now I'm just ticked off at this point. Like, I'm actually upset. William Eklund would be a great guy to bring on, but on the other hand, we don't need a player like that. He can only play left. We don't need a left-handed defenseman. Daniel Chayka can play right or left. I'm not sure he grows into anything special. I am quite upset. I am actually upset. I'm severely depressed with what just happened. Oh, you know what? We can still make the Evander Kane trade and send them Janssen. That might work. Ooh, Owen. Okay, William Eklund. Not sure if I'm set on him. So first we're going to call a timeout or two just to take our breath. Now this is a 40-plus minute episode, and I didn't expect the draft to take this long, but some goddamn Lambos. And he was going to take a few years to get to the NHL, but we're going to take a few years to become that team. I'm mad. Okay, so San Jose was a team that I was talking to, and Janssen isn't a guy I see in my long-term future. Now, Evander Kane, on the other hand, could work perfectly. At 29, I'm not totally set on that, so maybe, just maybe they retain. It would look a whole lot prettier if they retained $1 million, because that's a tradable contract. Evander Kane is tradable. Janssen. They don't want Janssen, so we're going to have to give them something else. And that is almost the same trade value. It is. And we have money to spend. We're not going to be hurt in the next couple of years. So, Evander Kane, would you want a goalie? They don't. Do they need a goalie? Because I'm almost willing to give up our backup. Do they need it? They kind of... No, they really don't. They have Dubnyk. That's their own fault. That's their own bloody fault. Would you let... Oh, this San Jose is the team that literally stole... Carson goddamn Lambos, you bastards. You bastards. I hate you. I hate all of you. I hate you all. I hate Tim Schaller is an absolute beauty in NHL games. Whenever I use him just in actual gameplay, he's actually really sick, so I might even bring him on because he's a stud. And my best friend, one of my friends, knows how much I love Tim Schaller in NHL games. I don't ever use him in franchise mode because he doesn't sim well, but I like him. Okay. Evander Kane. What would you like? Now, to bring on Evander Kane, you're going to have to give up a guy like Nolan Foote. I am willing to do that. It hurts to do that. It hurts to give up a prospect like that. But if you're thinking 20 years of age, he'll be 74, 75 at the highest. Next year, 21. 2 or 3 years out of the league, right? And he's a power forward. You're getting a guy 9 years older. Obviously, you think about it that way. It's not the worst thing in the world to do. Maybe we wait to do this trade until we do our re-sign phase and see what's out there in free agency, because maybe there's a power forward out there. Because I'm pretty sure that trade would go through. Maybe we can get some assets from them. Okay, San Jose, we'll come talking to you. But with the 29th overall selection, the New Jersey Devils have to pick here. I'm not high on William Eklund. Not totally high on him. But if he's the highest available and best prospect, William Eklund... Okay. The New Jersey Devils are proud to select with the 29th overall pick, William Eklund. 63 overall, two-way forward. Not a bad selection. I would have very much liked Carson Lambos. Damn it, San Jose. Okay, so Washington might have won that trade right out of the gate. They might have. Okay, Sim to pick number 147 actually first. I think there's a few players I have on my radar. Goalie-wise, I just want to make sure we have the picks to select them. Okay, come on. Trottier at 280. Okay, yeah. We're just shooting in the dark. We're just shooting in the dark with our next 3 picks of the draft, so it's whatever. I don't even know if I'm going to... I might as well. Okay. Actually, whoa, Versi was really good. Versi was really good. Wow, the computer-generated guys are really good. And see, I would know if we had information on them. But no, we don't. So there's a bunch of great players here. I don't think we missed out on anything crazy except for Versi. No, they're all solid players. We picked a centerman who I think automatically has more trade value. Ekblad, okay. I thought Kurnkovic was already drafted. Vogetti. I think that's Jay Vogetti. Yeah, not... Oh, Jesus. I mean, we've made good picks. We have made good picks. I know we have. But it is kind of upsetting that we should have just made the trade with Carolina and given up a few extra picks. Or like a second round pick next year to make sure we get Lambos. Yeah, we probably should have done that. So that's a small L in year 1. The goalie defenseman goes in Hood, not bad. So let's try to hit with this pick. Let's try to get something decent. And I have no idea how everybody else is. Yuri Baikov, okay, that's a... okay, we got a right-handed defenseman in Denisov. Our next pick... I might even go with one of these guys right here because our next pick is at... If it's before 200, we should be good. I think it's at 1... Yeah, we're good. I'm going to go ahead and pick one of these guys right here because hopefully in year 2 we have a better idea of all these late-round prospects and I can just take an estimated guess because if I could look at their point totals... Why is that not a thing? Nicholas Kostopoulos... Defenseman, A+ competition, A+. So I'm going to go ahead. I think the right-handed defenseman is the best bet. Personally, A+ competition. I doubt any of them are crazy good, but let's just go with it. Well, I'm glad we had a good trade deadline. You know that? I'm glad we had a good trade deadline. Now, I'm going to go back to end that first round, and I swear to God, if we missed anything decent. Okay, Ramberg wasn't bad, wasn't great. Okay, all these guys weren't great. They weren't great. So, we didn't miss out on anything great. So, we're going to go ahead and pick a goalie, and maybe the goalie will be good. Who knows? Who knows? Trottier? I'm not sure. Ovechkin, ooh, Bruno, Enroth. Okay, goalie, well, do we go with the goalie right there, or do we go with the goalie then? Goalie? Wait, no, that's not. Derek Merricks? Oh, how can you not pick a goalie with a name like that? Yep, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. High fringe goalie. I haven't gotten one of those in a while. Okay, not bad. And with the 211th overall pick, I won't even go back and see what we missed. Oh, we missed a low elite. Okay. Wow, hopefully free agency is better. Well, you know what? We didn't have a bad draft. We didn't have a lot of picks, and I'm glad that we didn't have a lot of picks in year 1, right? I'm glad we didn't. So with the last pick of the draft for the New Jersey Devils from the SHL, Ryan Trottier, I'm not sure. It's going to be a fringe starter. And, well, that's basically how our draft was. And you know what? Our top couple of picks, Walstad was phenomenal. Eklund, really good. Wasn't the guy we were looking for. Obviously, San Jose had to go and screw us. But we have a few things to finish here in the re-sign phase. We're going to dump a few guys here or there. Head coaches. Actually, we're going to sign our head coach right out of the gate. Head coach job. And I might fire him in like 2 days, right? I might go ahead when I look at other coaches. But just take the money and please just take the money. I mean, these guys aren't the best. I'm gonna go ahead and let them go. I don't really like them all that bad. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can get. or see what we're going to sign here. Obviously, Butcher, Jack Hughes are up next year, and we're going to worry about that then. But for right now, we have a crap ton of money. Travis Zajac is still kicking. If he wants, like, a low contract, I'm okay with that. These AHL guys, sure, I'm okay with spending a few extra dollars because we're not going to go ahead and spend $30 million in free agency. These guys need to be signed. Vukovic will even be a solid depth defenseman for us one day. And these guys right here, Pasic, maybe. And then I'm going to go ahead and let go of this kid because I can't pronounce it, and we can't have those there. And we have a lot of guys to sign. We have a lot of RFAs. Now, Cole Caufield, please. Let's start your tenure here in New Jersey off on the right foot. All you have to do is sign a two-way deal. That's it. That's all you have to do for 1 or 2 years. Let's play with let's play with Jack Hughes for 1 year. You're coming to play with your buddy. Do you not realize that you're coming to play with your buddy for a year or two on like a cheap contract, and then you're gonna make millions and millions and millions of dollars? Isn't that what you want? Let's do that. Be my friend. Be my friend. Be my friend. And we can do great things together. Ian McCoshen, good. Senny. Ooh, jeez, Louis, that is... I'm going to qualify you because that is a lot of money. Okay, Kukkonen, what are you looking for? Haven't played a single NHL game. $1 million. $1 million for... he hasn't played a full season. 9.5. Okay. Cole Caufield. He hasn't played a single NHL game. He's not played one NHL game. Not one. Not one. But we can give him the 1 year deal. Or do we just give him I'll give him 1 year. 1 year. 1 year. 1 year at $950,000. I'll even give you $1 million, Cole, because you're such a great kid, you know that? I'm having a rough go. Okay. Holtz, Bud. See, you are the least controversial guy here. Eklund, I'll leave for you. He doesn't need to play in the AHL year 1 or year 2, technically. Goalie-wise, we're going to let go of... we can let go of Cormier. We don't need him. Release. Jasper Walstad. I can play him in the AHL right away. We're going to let go of... Who's the better goalie here? He wants not a bad contract. They both don't want bad contracts. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a duck around the boat. Let them go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Bye-bye. We're going to keep the older goalie. I didn't even qualify him because there's no point. Dawes. Okay, so Jasper Walstad, our first round pick, is good to go. And our goalies, we got to worry about Blackwood next year. And hopefully he doesn't ask for $10 million because guess what? He's not worth it. So we are going to Simaday. Please, for the love of God, everybody just sign their contracts. Make this easy for me. Okay, I think our head coach signed. Okay, run through them real quick. And then I can yell. And then I can yell. And then I can yell. Holt. Okay, good. Cini. Okay, good. Good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Good. That's all you needed to do. That's all you needed to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Don't want any more goalies than that, or we're in for a rough go. So coaching-wise, I think I can leave my assistant and associate coach because I'm planning on revamping that anyways. Why did I go to assign scout? Because scouts don't work in this game. So we signed that deal. Nice. Associate. Where's our... Wait, our assistant coach. Why would our AHL head coach be ahead of our NHL assistant coach? I'm going to let him go. Associate coach, forward associate coach. You know what? I'll sign him. Whatever. Sure, sign that. I don't care. At this point, coach, dude, I don't care. And here comes the fun part. The fun part. Where I need your help. I'm not thrilled with the role you have over... What? Shut the hell up! I gave you the money you were asking for! Why is this game weird? I can't ever have happiness in this game. NHL 21. My God. James Reimer is a Vezina winner, baby! Okay. For all the marbles, maybe we find a power forward out there. Maybe you guys want me to do the Evander Kane deal. Sign free agents, baby. Maybe there's somebody big out there. Okay. Let's go to overall wise. Okay. With $34 million to spend, the New Jersey Devils can make an impact. Oh, Pulock is a UFA, and he is a right-handed defenseman. Oh my God. We need a right-handed defenseman on our second pairing with Bowen. Bowen Byram. Sorry. BB gun, whatever you want to call him. Pionik is not. He is an RFA. Cool. Nugent Hopkins. So, if we're looking at a roster, okay. Third line center we really don't need per se. You guys want Palmieri back? Maybe you guys want me to bring him back. Philip Deneau? Maybe. Zdeno Chara. 6'9". He might work for the Devils. You never know. There's a few options here. Rupe Heinz has made his way to free agency. Dallas, get it together. Ryan Murray. Okay, so most of the guys that we traded, Nikita Gusev is Jumbo Joe Thornton. I don't think he'd want to sign with New Jersey. Let's go down this list. Goalie-wise, Tuukka Rask, who should have won the Vezina, did not stay with Boston. Now, you got some goalies out here. Thatcher Demko, who is an RFA. If we somehow offer him a contract, $3 million, we don't have the necessary picks. Ilya Sorokin? He's a UFA. Oh, he's a UFA. Oh, we could totally, maybe, well, does he work? Right, we already have the two goalies anyways, so we don't necessarily need him, per se. Henrik Lundqvist. Martin Brodeur. Defenseman-wise, Dougie Hamilton would be sick, but I don't think he necessarily would want to come over to the New Jersey Devils in year 2, especially with our sort of rebuild going on. Pulock would be sick. We could lock him down to a 5-year deal at around $6.7 million. Maybe 3 years, somewhere around there. Maybe you want me to go and get a old guy like Zdeno. Maybe you guys want me to sign absolutely nobody and tank for year 2. Maybe you guys want me to do that. And I want to hear your opinions in the comments down below. I want to hear absolutely everything you have to say. I want to hear, because you guys helped me the hell out during the trade deadline. You guys were very, very helpful. Very helpful. Are you kidding me? And then you go to forwards. Let me check forwards here real quick. Let me just scroll through them just in case you guys have any ideas. Pause whenever you feel like it. Let me know. There's a few guys here that I'd love to bring over. Maybe 1 or 2 depth pieces in year 2. Mayhew. Guys, I got to bring over Mayhew. Yeah, I don't even have to ask you guys because I want Mayhew. There's a few options out here, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. The New Jersey Devils have had a weird offseason so far. Trade deadline was definitely the best part of our year. Getting Jasper Walstad was a close number 2. And we got a few options. We got a guy like Schlappick, Perlini. There are a few depth guys we can potentially go out and get. Even if we don't want to sign any top players, we don't have to. We can tank for year 2 for a guy like Shane Wright, which isn't a bad idea per se. You guys want Wenberg. I want to hear in the comments down below. I want you guys to flood the comment section. I want you to be ruthless. I want to hear absolutely everything you have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share this with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.